Well, my name is Abdullahi Muhammad Kabir Danzaria. I was born in Zaria and raised in Zaria as well. But as for now, I'm studying in University of Abuja and I've been in this school since October. I'm telling you. So, as you see, and as I'm gonna tell you now, I am a student of civil engineering, which I don't know which area I want to specialize, but how I am seeing it is maybe in the future I would love to specialize in the field of water resources and environmental, because I have that kind of deep concern about how water is valuable to the humanity and the rest. Because maybe who knows, maybe in the future we might reach an extent that water will be the new currency. Like it will be something like not common that we can find in the river or oceans and the rest. So that's why I really want to specialize in water resources and environment. And talking about if I talk about my athletic career, I am a long distance runner. I can remember I've started chasing the career of running. That was 2020, in which it would reach an extent. Initially, I've started training alone. I used to run only me and my phone. I used to put my headphone or earpiece on my ear. I will run with some certain distance. Then it's now reached to an extent that I want to I begin to try to compare myself with the international leading athletes. Like what's their fees? In 1 minute did they attempt a specific kilometer or mile? That's when I discovered a mobile application where if per any run you will do, you will see the analysis of the run of your either your kilometer, your phase, or everything. It was then I've started comparing myself with the international elite marathon runners, in which I discover myself to be half of them. Like just like they are four and I am two. If they can run in if they can run something in 2 minutes, then I will have to spend 4 minutes before achieving that very distance. So it was then when I started analyzing, then I keep pushing. Reach an ending of 2020, I ran in Zaria with my local community members, and I was awarded as the fastest 3 kilometer runner in Zaria.
Oh,
In 2021, I will resume after Corona, will resume to school, and I keep chasing the career. I keep running and running over and over again until I've started meeting some athletes of University of Abuja, in which for each and every athlete that I see in sports center running, I used to beat him by being the champion. In which some category of people they call me the champion of runners in Uni Abuja. And unfortunately, before you realize that we finished 2021 and we entered 2022, and boom, strike looms. We went for an 8 month strike, and during that strike, initially, I've started reading my syllabus because me was thinking that the strike is just going to last for a month. So I've started reading my school syllabus so that if I came back, I'll just coop up and manage to pass the remaining courses. So it was when I reached 1 month and I see there is no hope for the future of Nigerian students, most especially if you are in public university. It was
online.
then I now sit down with some consultation and some research that I use my phone to. I realized that for you to be a better man, you doesn't have to wait for school to offer you certificate of degree. It
Online.
was then I said, okay, then what am I studying? I said civil engineering. What are civil engineers? What civil engineers do after school? I now discover that they are used to use of structural softwares, the softwares of their field. Then they practice it, and the rest. Them. I said, okay, well, let me start choosing the career. It was then I was searching for a consultancy firm that I can register and start chasing my career as an engineer, as a young fresh engineer for that matter. So it was then I was searching until 3 weeks, a day where I was walking around asking. I keep consulting people. It was then I discovered the one and only consultancy firm in Zaria, which is Double Impact Integrated Consults, Nigeria Limited. So I went there. I saw their secretary. They told me that I told her that I want to practice the field of engineering for the meantime before this strike, before the call up strike. She said no problem now. You are welcome since I'm indigenous of Zaria. So it was then she told me to go and bring my credentials and the rest so that they will confirm that I am a legal somebody that is known in the community. I do all the documentation, and they called me that I am accepted to start training with them. They gave me training. I trained for almost 6 months with them. And as I am training, I am choosing my athletic career as well. I used to run with some people that want to go for military body in my local community. Though I am not faster than them, but we used to run together. It reached an extent on May 2022. It was then I met Mina Guli. She is one of the members of United Nations. She is fighting for the global water crisis. So we met, and I saw her link to register on a run to provide awareness about water crisis in the global generation. So I registered, and unfortunately she told me that I am the only person that run in Nigeria for that awareness. So that's Minaguli. She even sent a certificate of that run for me. So as for now, I can tell you I am an international certified runner, in which I have a certificate of 42 kilometers, which is a full marathon. I only ran it once in my life. I'm not a marathon, but I can run 10 kilometers. That's where I am best at, and I can run 3 kilometers and 5 kilometers as well. And as for sprinting, up to now I'm not ready, Sha. And during the strike, we even held, we were called for a service, in which I've been initially. I want to do my service in the office. I was training on my career field, on my that consultancy firm. So it was the firm that told me that, Abdullah, what is it left for you to study here? The chief in general of the place was one that, Abdullah, you have grabbed everything, you don't need anything here. We'll just send you to one organization. You'll be there as a cyber officer, but you will be the one, you will be the consultant engineer there. And that was what happened. I remember they sent me to one organization, Chinese organization, which is Chamberlain, in which they are doing one bridge. It's one mega project they are doing in Zaria. It's about road and bridge. So I went there initially. Me that went there for them to be teaching me. I was one that is delivering my services to them, because I am the person. I am among the committee members that are controlling the quality of the site, like for the reinforcement that they are putting for the drainages and the rest. So I've been struggling. And 2022 was the very year I have begin my empire. It was then that kind of a dream comes to me when I realized that most of my friends that are in private university are there in school chasing their career, planning for a better future for themselves, while we are at home just sleeping day and every day. It was then I just say, okay, if them are reading, then me I'll start an empire. It was then I developed a company. I named it first time. I named it Danzaria Movement. So the dream was not like it would be a movement, Danzaria Movement. But inside the movement, there would be different departments, in which now I am going very well on it, in which I've already have construction and design and construction department, led by almost 7 partners in it. But all of us, we are students as for now. Some people are students of quantity survey here and there in Abuse area, and some are civil engineering. I have electrical engineering, and I have planned to develop a department of digital, like digital department, in which inside the department they will have different chamber of maybe cryptocurrency. They have anything that entails programming or that's digital, in which I wish you are my partner, as Imran will be the maybe HOD, head of the department of that aspect, because he is the one that will have the experience on that digital aspect. So man is just pushing his career, and as for my relationship status, please move about. Don't ask me about it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's so funny.
There's